Welcome to another episode of the Strobing Butt Plug. I am your host, Missy, for the 56th episode.
Yay,
and this is my lovely co-host, Ariana. Oh. My other lovely co-host, Ron.
Bullshit, I'm not lovely.
Okay, that's right and true. And this is a podcast about craft beer. Obviously.
That's right and true.
What's this?
Where did I write this shit down at?
The episode 56, did we do it right?
56.
Yes, we did. 56, we did it right.
Still waiting for episode 69.
Let's
feeling
see. So, today, we are drinking Rheingeist Cincy Made Raspy Cat Fruited Wheat Beer.
It better be better than the last Rheingeist bullshit I had. Rheingeist.
It will be. If you had a Rheingeist IPA,
Rheingeist truth, man.
Nice.
Rheingeist truth. The truth is they made it for Rams.
Truth is,
Suck
it
it.
like shit.
Truth is, it does taste like shit. Saugatuck Brewing, summer on the brain all year long.
Saugatuck?
Yeah.
What?
Nice.
Blueberry lemonade shandy. Tastes like summer. We did. I remember the last time we had something by them. We talked about how we had something by them before.
And I want to go there. Michigan. It's in Michigan. It's like right on the lake.
Hell yeah.
Apparently it's like an art town or something. So I think that was going to be a road trip for one of these days.
Oh yeah. Then, like always, our Dos Equis Mysterious Beerious.
Someday Dosaki's just gonna watch all of our episodes, but just like the first 5 minutes.
Of all of them.
And they were like, they really like our Dos Equis. We're gonna sponsor them.
That's great.
I don't know if I've ever actually drank a Dos Equis.
I have. They're kind of good.
I don't recall drinking one. How about that?
Oh yes, we're going to do this one. That'd be alright. We're going to use that one second. We're going to do this one. I was debating on having this one be the Mysterious Beerious, but today it's not.
On the Strobing Butt Plug, it's not.
Anybody have anything cool to say? Because I know I kind of do.
I kind of have some things to say. Just some random things, but I'll wait to see what's happening here first. So what the hell? I wrote it down.
Garfa smell.
So you know how, like, have you ever seen that meme that says people from the Midwest, like, that live in the middle of a cornfield and drink ranch and, like, say ope all the time?
Yeah.
Something like that. And I'm like, man, I don't say ope. That's bullshit, you know?
But you eat
And
ranch
then-
and live in the middle of a cornfield?
And then I was like, 2 for 3 ain't bad. And then one day I was doing something, I'm like, oh, I'm like, motherfucker. I do say it. And then I started noticing how much I say it. And I'm like, man, I say it all the fucking time. And I never even realized it. And now I'm like
let me
completely
pass by you right
conscious
there.
of it.
Oh, let me pass by you
Yeah,
right there.
let me squeeze by you.
I don't know.
Let me squeeze behind you.
I know I've said it before, and I know I try to keep from it, but I was that way when I first started hearing the Midwesterns say ope. I'm like, I don't fucking say ope. I'm like, God damn it, I do.
Yes, exactly. And
I've
it's
made
like,
a point to say oof more than oof.
I've
on
been
purpose.
starting to say oof.
but have you ever noticed though, like things like something gets pointed out, and then all of a sudden it's like you notice how much you actually do it,
And
and
you're like, son of a bitch, I'm a fucking mean.
I still remember,
I'm
like,
not even a cool one.
stereotype. Son of a
I still
bitch.
remember
right.
like eons ago, one of the 2 times I went to California, the people are out there, oh, your accent's so exotic, where are you from? I have an accent.
I would lie.
I'm from fucking Ohio.
I would lie. I'd be
What?
like,
What? Ohio? Where? What part of Ohio? Ohio, I'm sorry. There's like literally 9 times out of the 10 was just, oh, I'm sorry.
the part that has the most ignorant accent.
True. Cheers, bitches.
Smells pretty. Yeah, it smells pretty alright.
Smells pretty damn
It
good.
smells pretty okay. It smells pretty good, actually.
It's got an odd taste. Not
What flavor
an
is
odd
this?
good, not odd bad.
Ooh,
It's a
I like
it.
blueberry lemonade.
I like it.
Or
I
blueberry
I
lemon.
can really taste the blueberry in this.
Mhm.
And I usually can't. It usually tastes like asparagus.
I was going to say, yeah. I can taste the blueberry. I think it tastes pretty good. It's really refreshing.
Actually reminds me of blueberry candy a little bit. Or like
I don't taste
Blueberry
well.
cotton candy, baby?
toaster strudels.
I don't
or-
taste the blueberry that strong.
I really do.
I taste some lemon in it.
I don't taste
What-
the lemon that much.
I do not like lemon beer, but this is a good one.
This is very good.
I would drink the shit out of this all the time.
Are we going to porn shot or are we hiding the can?
I did a porn shot. I put the can back in,
Pay
but
attention, Mom.
Well, I want to see the can.
not very interesting.
No, but it's delicious. I kinda
Ooh,
like
the blueberry eyeballs.
It's a cute little lemon.
A lemon with some blueberry eyeballs,
Pretty
5%
sexy.
alcohol. It's sexy. Ariana would do them.
Yeah, I do them for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah. That's
Always
good
got a
enough.
sourpuss.
That's the dumbest thing, but totally hilarious. It tastes like summer. You're craving something light-bodied, refreshing, and unique. That's why we created our tasty version of a Radler with added twist of blueberry flavor, the tart citrus of lemonade, and the tangy freshness of blueberry flavors combined to create a perfectly delightful beer. It is perfectly delightful.
It is.
Hell yeah.
I'm very delighted.
Me too.
And I can actually, like, I didn't taste the lemon at first, but, like, this last drink, I could really smell the lemon.
I think lemon is one of those flavors when you're drinking something like this that starts to come out when it warms up.
Yeah, because it will taste like fucking warm piss. It's gross.
It's like if you're drinking like Lipton tea with lemon in it, you don't really notice it till it starts to get warm. Then you just taste like lemonade.
True.
I don't drink a lot of lemon type of stuff. I don't hate lemons, but it's not like my go-to or anything.
I like lemons, but I don't, and lemon candy, but I don't like lemon beer. But this is good.
Like the
I
only
would drink more.
time I ever get really hard up on lemon anything is if I'm going to like the fair and there's like lemonade shake-ups. I will drink the fuck out of those things.
I like lemonade. I just haven't had lemonade in forever.
No.
Lemon cookies and shit like that, I eat the shit out of that kind of stuff.
That's all like icky.
Yes, man. Like lemon bars. I make these magical lemon bars.
I don't
Yeah.
believe you.
I don't believe
Yeah.
you. You have to prove it.
Prove it.
You know how much of a pain in the ass they are to make? I make them about once a year.
Fair enough.
That much of a pain in the ass.
They are because you have to like zest a million lemons and
A
juice
million.
lemons, like a million of them. It's crazy.
Holy shit. I would like to see a pile of a million lemons in your house. If I was rich, had lots of money, I would order a lot of, like a million lemons and just have them delivered.
God, I don't know.
Just
what
like
the
an
fuck I
entire
actually do with a million lemons.
So
Just
Free
like-
lemons!
a million lemons would be ridiculous. One dump truck worth of lemons wouldn't be a million. It would still be insane.
Mm-hmm. That's really funny. I like it.
So what the fuck's up, ladies?
So I had this really weird dream the other day.
Cool.
And it was really funny. So, in the dream, I was talking to you guys and Stacy, and we were all sitting around talking about how we think chainsaw jokes are absolutely hilarious, even though they're inappropriate to tell. And then, so at Dream World, Missy's head knew these things, and so I knew what we were referring to and why it was inappropriate. So Dream World, chainsaw jokes were actually Jew jokes, and they were referring to Jew jokes as because, so the Jews in my dream were actually mass murdered by chainsaws and not burnt to a crisp. So that's why they were chainsaw jokes, and that's why they were inappropriate.
Man,
And it was-
Leatherface just sounds like the most anti-Semitic fucker in the world now.
And it was really funny, because it was just like, yeah, man, chainsaw jokes are hilarious. I know they're inappropriate, and like I don't hate Jews, but they're just really funny jokes. And so it was really funny.
I feel like if you told a good chainsaw joke right now, we might cut up laughing.
Oh no!
Dude, I had a weird dream too. Did I tell you about this?
I don't know. When did you have your weird dream?
I don't even remember.
Was
what
it another sleep paralysis? I haven't had one of those lately, and I wish I could.
I don't know
Thanks
if
for
it was
mentioning my cup friend.
a sleep paralysis or not.
Thank you for mentioning mine as well.
Any time. I'm like, I don't know which. Like, got confused for a second. So I had this. Well, first it was a sex dream, and I'm not gonna go into detail about that.
Damn
A
it!
sex dream that turned into a sleep paralysis
But
dream?
then it turned into a dream about me and a chick about getting into a fight.
So a sex dream with a chick that she got into a fight to.
No, it wasn't a sex dream about a chick. It was a sex dream about somebody, but not a chick. And, nobody here. Don't
I was
worry
gonna
about
Thank
say-
God.
LeBron?
Poor
Oh my
you.
God!
Poor you, you can do totally better than that.
Who was this dream about? Who was this dream about?
Nobody in this room. Except for me. But
So you're fucking yourself.
no.
You just had this dream where you're just like, hi. And then you walked up and pulled down your pants like you had a giant wiener and balls. You're like, even better.
Names that shall remain nameless. Anyway. It ended up being a dream about almost getting in a fight with this girl. And like I don't know why, but I told her I was gonna hit her with a beer bottle I was holding.
That's awesome.
And then she's like, I will slap the fuck out of you. I was like, do it, you know? Because I didn't fucking care because I was pissed. And like I ended up like waking up and I was breathing like I couldn't breathe because I was like had so much anxiety in my dream about it. And I woke up and I'm like, and it took me like forever to go back to sleep because my anxiety shot through the fucking roof.
You wake up mad and then you can't go back to sleep.
It was fucking
You're like
weird.
pissed off.
What the hell is my problem lately?
Well, since we're talking about dreams we've had, I already talked about this in our group chat, but like 2 or 3 days ago, had to have been Monday, I don't know, last week maybe, whatever the fuck day it was, I had a dream where I had started ripping this massive fucking fart, and I woke up just ripping this massive fart. It was like exactly 10 minutes before my alarm went off, and I was like, did I shit the bed?
Yeah, you did.
Did it feel like you shit the bed?
No, but it was just like, it was just one of those dreams that was just like, the fart just felt like it was going on for like 20 minutes in the dream. And then I woke up farting and she's like, what the fuck, man?
I don't believe that you didn't shit the bed.
So if you shit the bed,
I'd tell you I shit the bed.
well, I mean, if you shit the bed though, and you were waking up late, would you clean the bed and get to work on time, or try to make it to work on time, or would you take the time to clean the bed and clean
I would
up
take the
shit?
time and clean the bed. I've got fucking plenty of flex time at work. They don't care.
That's what if you were going to be late and you were going to lose your job? If it was your last time you were allowed to be late, would you clean up the bed, or would you just come home to a shitty bed?
Clean up the bed. Fuck that.
Dude, you just reminded me.
Because my day is already going to suck if I'm running late like that.
I would probably just take pictures of it and be like, dude, I shit the bed, so I'm going to be late. I know I'm going to be fired, so just let me know if I have to come in today. Like, fuck this shit. Like, I'm gonna clean my bed.
So I don't know if I told this story on here before, but my friend shit her pants at work one time.
What's her name? Ariana.
No, it wasn't.
I feel like I remember this story, but I want to hear it again.
So she shit her pants at work, and she's like, just went in the bathroom and took her underwear off and threw them away.
I've heard this story. You've told this
Yeah,
story
I
before.
That was our debate. All the guys were like,
Yeah,
ew, I
yeah.
would go home.
All the guys were like, I would go home if I did that, because we had a whole fucking survey going about the whole thing, and it was like every girl was like, nah, I'd probably just do, throw my underwear away and go back to work, and all the guys were like, no way, I would go home. And I'm just like, I mean, I don't know. I'm like, I'd probably just take my underwear off, and if I was wearing good underwear, which I'm usually not, I'm usually wearing granny panties at work because I don't fucking care. Like, nobody's looking. But,
So here's a question about the
if I was
shitting
wearing
yourself.
good underwear, I would clean them off.
In the sink at work.
And, yeah, in the work stick them in my locker.
Just be like washing and people walk in like, hi!
Well, the question is, what kind of a shit yourself is it? Is it you just ate too much and you can't make it to the bathroom shit yourself, or you're sick and shit yourself?
Well, I didn't ask. I think it was just didn't make it to the bathroom shit yourself, but I didn't ask. I don't think she was sick that day.
Because there's going to be like clear differences between like I don't feel good shit myself, because I feel like that's going to be like a nasty diuretic kind of a shit, versus I just didn't make it to the bathroom. It's going to be a big thick log. Does that make sense?
Like you thought it was going to be a fart, but it turned out to be a tiny shit.
Something like that. I don't know. It's like the type of poop,
The type of poop.
Oh, I know.
Poop matters.
It does. There's the kinds that just like stick to everything and you just gotta wipe forever like they're made of peanut butter. Then there's the ones that are just
I
like,
call that a crayon.
then there's the perfect magical,
A crayon.
there's the perfect magical ones that just slide right out and you wipe, you're like, what? There's nothing there. You have to do like a double take wipe to go, what? There's nothing there, it was perfect.
The ghost shit.
Good shit, the crayon shit.
And then of course, there's like the ones where you've like drank Starbucks, specifically Starbucks.
Oh.
And you're like, I gotta go. You go to the bathroom and it just sounds like a bomb went off. You're just like,
Massive power dump.
like your fucking
The
pink.
cappuccino shit. The
Like
cappuccino.
yes, like if you bent over and aimed your ass to the wall, look like a Jackson Pollock painting.
God, yes.
Okay, so shit a crayon, ghost shit,
Jackson Pollock.
Jackson Pollock or Crappuccino.
Right.
I don't know, man. I feel like the Jackson Pollock would be like where you're shitting corn and like stuff like that, and there's colors in it.
So you ate a bunch of like blueberry cereal. So you got some
Like,
blue in
oh,
there. You got
man.
some corn.
There's
No,
corn,
and you're
no.
drinking cappuccino.
peppers and shit
No,
like that.
when you're shitting that green where you had a bunch of blue food coloring, like on a birthday cake or something, or it was even like black food
Grape
coloring.
juice.
Yeah, that's the we can tell we had birthday cake or blue food coloring or something. We got to call it like Blue 26 or something.
What was it like?
Blue 26.
Was it years ago Burger King did those black
Like
bun
yellow
burgers?
Oh, yes. That's like Yellow 5, but Blue 26.
Burger King did those black buns and like,
Everybody's shat green.
yeah. People were like concerned there was something medically wrong with them and Burger King never sold them again.
How does not... I really don't know because I know... I've shit green several times in my life, and it's always been I ate something blue, and I knew that even from when I was little. Like the first time I had that blueberry cereal, I remember. I think I probably told my mom, and then she told me like, "Oh, you ate blue cereal. It's the dye." So every time after that, I'm like, "Ooh, wow."
You're like, "Ooh, I did the Blue 26."
Like I'm gonna have a blue 26 tomorrow. Yes.
Now I'm disappointed that stuff was basically
Not blue.
Yeah.
I want to do a blue 26. That's it. I'm
We had
ordering.
some blue shit before, didn't we? We drank.
Did we poop green?
Oh no, we
I
had
don't know if I
that
did.
blue
Yes,
ice
we
cream was
did.
blue, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's
Is it?
it was like dark blue purple.
I think we've had a couple of different blue.
No, it was
ones.
the astronaut stuff. Was
Oh
fruits.
fuck yeah!
Yeah.
That shit
That's
was
I don't know.
It was like a dark blue purple.
I think that's real colors because of all the fruit that's in it. So
Yeah.
you don't ever.
Well, if you eat a bunch of blueberries, like a
Well,
ridiculous amount.
Grape
No.
juice though, does grape juice have coloring in it? Because
Probably.
grape juice
Some-
was that shit to me.
Some probably will, some wouldn't.
So
I say like that. That was like poop and then
Let's-
nothing.
let's segue this poop conversation into
Another poop conversation.
another poop conversation. So yet again, I'm having a conversation at work with someone that I barely know, and we were talking about. I was talking about like going to the bathroom and how. Well, it started off talking about this lady at work, which I might have told this story already on here too. But this lady, I was like, man, I might have to go to the bathroom and like I might have to number 2 this shit today or something. You know, I don't know what I said to her, but because I don't know her that well, but which doesn't always matter. But
Never
she's
matters.
like, if you look at a bag in there, I got poopery and I got like
Poopery.
yeah, she's
Oh,
got
okay,
like
yeah.
the poopery and she
The
has
spray
like some
shit.
spray and stuff like that in there and. I'm like, nah. She's like, well, I don't like to offend people. I was like, I do. I was like, I'll sit right in the middle of the stall, and if somebody walks into the stall next to me, I'll just start giggling to myself. And then, but so I was telling this girl that I've, been training at work, that I'm known for like a week or less about this story, and then we started talking about how like when you walk into the bathroom and like it gets really quiet, and the person that's in there's pooping, and I was like, wouldn't it be funny? If you were like, she's like, well, I'm kind of like that. I'm like, yeah, I used to be like that, but I'm not really that much anymore. And I was like, wouldn't it be funny if like you were in there pooping and like it would be me definitely that would do something like this. But I walked in there and I slid the book. Everybody poops really slowly underneath the stall. And she started laughing. She's like, then I would run and I would be like, I know what your shoes look like.
That's so fucking great.
Does Walmart sell that? Because I feel like
I want to do that.
they've got like the signs, don't take merchandise into this bathroom, but I still feel like that would be worth it.
Well, if you buy it, it's no longer merchandise; it's your property.
Just, sit down in there, you're in the shitter, it's like person next to you's just like, they're just like, you're just like, slide. Just slide it under there and
Just,
say
real
nothing.
Slow.
Say nothing, just slide it under there and say nothing. Deadpan silent, and just see what their reaction
Well,
is.
you have to do it to somebody that's like obviously embarrassed that they're pooping in there because they get real quiet. It's not over there pooping. So
I think it would just be funny to call them out. Are you pooping? do you need me? Would it help if I sang to you?
It helped when I sang to my daughter when she was a little pooping.
That's great. I remember I read to her, but she was older though, like old enough that she did not have to have anybody sing or read to her. But I did read to her. No, I had Morgan Freeman. He read the Everybody Poops, I think, and so I played it on YouTube outside the bathroom door for her. Ooh, this has some purple to it.
Ooh.
Maybe we might just poop blue yet tomorrow.
We might.
Right on. Oh, and this is we're gonna take it out. It's the Rheingeist.
Let's see this.
Raspy Cat.
So is it raspberry or just wheat ale?
It is, well, reading the back, it says, glowing with ruby red haze and purring with notes of raspberry and cherry, Raspy Cat is a tasty trip through the vibrant fields of flavor. A bright, refreshing, and slightly tart profile is underscored by light and toasty wheat malts. This is one colorful cat. 5% alcohol, Raspy Cat, Rheingeist, and Cincy, and the Saugatuck, we said that was Michigan. We're doing all in a, close proximity to us. Oh no.
Raspy Cat, just the description sounds damn good.
Very red.
It is very red.
It smells delicious.
It does. As soon as I opened it, it was very...
Like the wheats, like the blackberry wheats and raspberry wheats we've had, really don't taste that fruity to me.
The raspberry wheat that I do not like, Muller's. It's one of their stuff they keep on all the time. I do not like their raspberry wheat.
Really? Is it raspberry or blackberries that they do? I thought
Maybe.
It was blackberry.
They've done both.
Oh, have
But
they?
I do not like
I
theirs.
don't think I've ever had the raspberry. I think I've had a blackberry before. I kind of like the can.
It smells fucking...
Dude, that can.
It's got a nice color.
It reminds me of a shirt I used to have when I was younger. It was like a 3/4 sleeve, and it was like back in the days of like the 70s show, that 70s show, and like it was like 3/4 sleeve, but then it was white, and then it had like the colored like red sleeves, and then it went pink, like a
I remember
pink, a lighter pink, and a lighter pink.
Yeah,
It's a fucking cool shirt,
it
man.
was a cool
I should
shirt.
still have that shirt. I'd probably be able to fit into it again.
Oh, that's good.
Man,
That's
it
nice and
smells
tart.
good.
It's nice and tart. It's a nice type of tart, too.
It's not sweet. It's got a tart that's fruity. It's probably the cherry. It's not sweet, but it's not bad.
That tart's that raspberry
Ooh.
tart.
That is good.
Just really good.
It smells like juice.
It does. It's got a really good. It's nice and tart.
Good
Like I
pick.
drink some of these too. You can drink a lot of them.
Good
Not a
fruity
lot,
picks.
but
So I got weird tan lines on my feet right now.
you do. Oh yeah.
I got like burnt again. I'm like, how the fuck do I keep getting burnt?
Are they like sock tan lines or like flip-flop tan lines?
Flip-flops. I just always have weird tan lines. Because I don't do tanning.
Not a fan of flip flops because they make your toes tired.
You do?
Yeah. Like I feel like you have to actually hold on to them with your feet.
Some of them. I don't feel like that. I've had a couple that I have to do that with, but mostly not.
I have lazy toes.
I guess so.
I'll-
Now who's not a badass?
Everybody,
Trying, I was a badass earlier. Now I'm just a bitch.
everybody is badass but your toes, bitch.
That's right.
That's okay, talking about tans. I'm expecting my redneck motorcycle tan to start forming real soon.
Oh yeah.
What's the rest?
Yeah. The
The
motorcycle.
problem's already there. I mean,
Yeah. Motorcycle tan, basically like here down and like this much.
Ooh, I can't wait to see that. So I think maybe you should just wear like tank tops and shit when you ride. You can wear like a wife beater.
that'd be fine.
Maybe.
Is that even? I don't think that's politically correct anymore, but I'm still gonna call him that.
Right.
Fine. Gender neutral spouse abuser. I wear my gender neutral spouse abuser shirt.
I like it. I want one. I want one that says this is my gender neutral spouse abuser shirt. That's like our new shirt that we're making. That's you gotta write it down.
Gender neutral spouse abuser shirt.
Hell yeah.
To the notepad.
That's right. All of our shirts we've not made a single one of.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's been it's been over a year. It's time.
Gender neutral. What was
Spouse abuser
it? Spouse
shirt. Specifically, I think we need to have shirt at the end of it.
abuser shirt.
This is my.
So the motorcycle tan, I finally got my stupid Harley up and running and safely, mostly. The turn signals don't work, and that's okay. We're not concerned about that right now. The part's on the way from eBay eventually, but
I feel like you'll just be continuously fixing part after part after part. You will never have a fully in order working
you see,
motorcycle.
the trick about this is I've been continuously fixing part after part after part. Oh, literally, this is the last part I haven't replaced. It really is.
Did you replace your tire?
No, that bitch is still bald, and I don't fucking
Jesus,
care right now.
fuck! It's gonna be like, everything's fixed on my motorcycle. Look how great it is, and he's just gonna slide and crash it and just total it.
I mean, it's running, right? It's not dripping anything.
Needs a new tire. It's been needing a new tire for like 4 years.
The back tire got replaced last year. I'll get the front tire, but I've got road trip plans.
It was the back tire that really,
I replaced
really
I replaced the back tire already. The front tire doesn't need it, but quite frankly, I've got road trip plans I want to do
Hell yeah.
before I replace the damn tire. And
Because that's the best time to replace tires, after your road trips.
No, in the car with
Follow
the
us
kid.
for more life hacks. Oh, in the car with the kid, okay.
In the car with the kid.
That's fair.
Talking about taking a trip up to Michigan Coaster Park and down to Virginia Beach and just general fuckery, you know?
Hell yeah, that sounds fun.
And, well, if I go and dumped $200, $300, $400 on a fucking Harley tire, because Harley, that's going to just be another, 3 weeks, 4 weeks of being behind
I
on
would just
taking the
get
trip.
a cheap tire and say, fuck Harley, don't even get it Harley specialized.
Well, I looked at the cheap tires versus the good tires, and that part doesn't even matter. It's getting the damn thing installed.
Don't have Harley do it, fuck them.
But
Find somebody that does shit for half to a third of the price Harley does it.
well, my cousin talked about it. He's got a buddy that can do it and all this shit. But like I said, again, the primary goal right now is to get the fucking vacation shit going on. With the dog getting sick, taking his ass to the vet 2 times in the last 2 weeks, and the kid wrecking her bicycle and fucking screwing her phone up, having to get a new phone, my budget got fucked right in the asshole.
Good times. Oh yeah.
But I realized, though, I started tearing that bitch apart in March, and I just now finished it, and it's July. I did nothing but obsess over that piece of crap for 5 fucking months.
It's a piece of crap. Earlier he said, it's not a piece of shit, it's just well loved. Now, I will not feel that way about myself. I'll be like, damn, I really am a piece of shit. I just thought I was well loved.
Baby, I'll love you anytime.
No, you won't. Ew, gross. No! Fuck! Punch to the face, bitch.
It's just a tickly spot. God. If that's what turns you on, damn.
No.
Stacy, that turns her the fuck on?
No. Not at all. Don't.
She gonna whoop my ass. It'll be worth it.
Ronald.
It'll be worth it.
Murder. I'll keep all teeth that I knock out and just make a necklace of it, and it's going to be my yeah.
Your apocalypse necklace. I like it.
It absolutely is. Just keeping the teeth that I knock out.
Whatever.
Okay.
The kid's mowing the yard and she just told me she ran out of gas.
Go get some. Walk to the gas station. It's still daylight. You can get some.
No problem.
Hell
You
yeah.
still got a bike, right?
She does. We fixed it even.
There you go.
Sweet. Santa's got a basket in the back so she can fucking take it to the gas station.
No problem.
That's right. So anyway, Jake decided he wanted to fill Larry's Jeep. He's like, man, I put $70 in the Jeep and it filled it. I only put 3/4 of a tank in it. I'm like, yeah, that's life, you know.
Sounds about accurate.
And then he drove it all out in 3 days.
Oh my god.
he wanted to do little dumb shit. Like he went and visited my parents. He went to a friend's house. Went to work out at the Y. Him and his friend went someplace. They went to B-Dubs, and then they wanted to go to Dick's so they could buy sports shit.
I'm exhausted
For football.
listening to all this.
They did that, you know. He didn't really do a whole lot, but that's what it is, driving. And it gets 17 miles a gallon.
Jesus.
I'm going to sit him down because that's the kind of vehicles that he wants. I'm going to say 17 miles a gallon, or you can drive my car, 2.5 gallons for that vehicle would equal 1 generic gallon of mine. And if you're driving and trying to conserve the gas, you could probably squeeze 3 whole gallons for my 1 gallon.
It's one of those things where I always see these dudes running these big ass trucks around here, and it's like, that's cool, dude. How much are you fucking running out of that tank? And the thing that always kills me is not even running the truck around or any of that. It's just sitting there leaving the fucker idling. And it's like, dude, how much gas are you wasting sitting there idling? That shit is not cheap. This is me sound like an old bastard now, but my little Civic gets 34, 35 into the gallon, and it's like, that even, that's still enough.
Mine, it's still great. I like it.
You little fucking schmancy hybrid.
That's right. I'm a fart sniffer.
Fart sniffer.
That's right. So
So what else?
another beer? We're kind of early into it.
Yeah, we're kind of early. Maybe wait.
Maybe wait. We're just gonna sit and stare at the camera and wait.
Yeah.
Ariana's gonna try to finish her Mexican beer.
Finish my pre-beer.
That's right.
Hey!
So anybody else do anything cool? I don't know if I had anything else cool to say. Did we really just like run out of shit?
Dude, you had something cool to say. I was like, did you already say all the cool stuff?
Yeah, it was about my weird
dream. You know what we haven't done? We haven't gone through the days of the week, the days of the whatever.
That's true. The days of the
Dude,
week.
So
today is Tuesday. Tomorrow will be Wednesday.
So I don't know what's going on with this week, but I've like within a week, I've seen 2 exes and another ex texted me, and I don't know if it's like some shit going on in the stars this week.
Oh wait,
or what?
No, there was something I was gonna say. Supermoon. Didn't we have like a super huge moon here?
Supermoon.
We had a super huge moon the other day. Maybe yesterday. That's what it was, and it was like drawing all kinds of energy and emotional whatever do.
Maybe I don't know, but
that's what
it's
it was
kind of strange that it all happened in 1 week.
That's right.
So let's see here. National Daiquiri Day is on the 19th. National Words with Friends Day is also on the 19th, and I only say that because I like word games. New Friends Day.
New Friends Day. That's a day that I like never celebrate.
Dick out your tongue day. I don't know. I've been making new friends pretty easily, it seems like.
I don't. I'm lame.
I didn't used to, but for whatever reason, lately I have been.
People like it that you talk about shit. They like how real you are.
Yeah, they like how ridiculous I am.
It's like, well...
Like, I want to be her friend because she just talks about whatever the fucking has no shame.
Right. It's like, she will never judge me.
That's pretty much true. I mean, unless you hurt me, and then I will.
Then you're judged.
Or you hurt my friends.
Absolutely. Getting judged.
And if you hurt her or her friends, you're getting cut, cut real bad. Cut you.
National Chess Day is on the 20th, and that's also Moon Day, Nap Day, National Hot Dog Day, and National Lollipop Day, which seems like a lot of, like, licking and...
Right.
Like
oral day,
phallic shaped
oral day, hot dog, lollipop. What else is it?
Deep throat day,
hot dog day, and lollipop day, nap day, moon day, chess day. I only say chess because I like playing chess too. Because I'm a fucking nerd.
Nerd.
I am a nerd.
I would play chess. Saying oh.
On the 21st, it is Invite an Alien to Live with You Day. So how cool is that?
Like one from like another country or from like another
space.
Alien from space.
Okay.
At least it had a picture of a UFO. I didn't actually look at it, so I don't.
So we're thinking like the hot female aliens from like Star Trek, or just like the ones from the Alien movie that it's like the alien queen that like just wants to implant her eggs in your face.
I think whichever one. It just had a picture of a UFO, so I'm guessing whichever one.
I'm gonna manifest aliens.
Legal Drinking Age Day. National Be Someone Day. Okay, so this is take 10 seconds to change a child's life and encourage everyone to report child abuse. So that's National Be Someone Day.
That's a good day.
I think that's a good idea.
Report child abuse, don't abuse children.
21st.
You can be a dick to children, but you don't abuse them. There's a difference.
Be a dick, don't abuse them.
National Junk Food Day, Take a Monkey to Lunch Day is also on the 21st.
Dude, I need a monkey to take to lunch.
When I worked at the Waffle House, there was a sign in there.
I know that you worked at the Waffle House?
I worked there for like maybe like a year. And it was shortly after I had the kids and I had gone, I started going back to work and I went to this factory. And then, so everybody was getting laid off. There were like no place was hiring. I was like trying to apply and get jobs everywhere. I finally was able to get one at the Waffle House for like a year. So when I worked there, there's a sign in the back and it's talking about like, how no animals are allowed in unless they have like a support animal. And it had monkey and donkey and like duck on the list. I swear I don't know why. This is
I want
like
to support duck.
It ties into the hillbilly the stereotype of the Waffle House. Like, I feel like that. You support monkey, you support donkey, you support
I feel
duck.
like with the support monkey, you could teach him to make the food there.
I want to support donkey.
Support ass.
I need to support ass.
But like, I swear it had that, and it's kind of like who has? I've never seen one. I would like to see one in the store.
I have questions.
I mean, like,
Right.
so, like, my kid will take that damn iguana out and about sometimes. Was that on the list to support iguana?
No.
So.
What about a snake? A support snake.
That'd be funny.
What'd you do at the Waffle House?
I cooked. I did not.
So you weren't a
serve.
waitress?
No.
Oh, I was like, you don't seem like the stereotypical waitress for
Right.
Waffle House.
Right.
And I was like, you have too many teeth or something. in
Yeah.
Too many teeth.
I-
there? No
that's-
offense,
Smoke
Waffle
some-
House employees.
Smoke some
My
more meth.
first day there, so I had a friend that got hired on with me, and she was having trouble with her ex-husband. So, like, he had taken her out at one point, and for whatever reason, like, she slashed somebody's tires, and she had to go to jail, and she had a felony slapped on her because of that. So she was having trouble getting a job. She ended up getting a job there at the Waffle House, but she was just, like, afraid, like, well, what if I get in trouble again? What if John tells on me for more shit that we did back in the day, blah, 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 whatever. So when, like, the owner of that, well, the manager of that restaurant, she was talking about how she had, well, I got one girl out, she's doing jail time right now. And so my friend was like, well, what happens, you know, to her job for when she has to go to jail? And the manager was like, I never fire my girls when they go to jail. Like, this happens often.
They'll be back. They'll be back.
Like,
They'll be back.
I saved a job for them. It's like,
I feel
damn.
like they'll be back. They'll be desperate. They'll be grateful.
You know, and it was really, like, it was a true experience. I mean, like, every day, your coworkers were getting drunk there. They were fucking smoking pot there. They, like, you know, just in the back, run into the kitchen real quick. And I had this girl, I really liked her. This lady, she was really cool. But this is one of the funniest things that I've heard of anybody doing. So she had a cold. And, you know, I forget what all else she put in this, but she mixed vodka and she crunched up, like, peppermints and shit. And she made her own syrup for it. She's like, well, I have a cold, so I made my own cough syrup with, like, vodka and maybe it wasn't vodka. It might have been some kind of whiskey. She had whiskey and her peppermints, and it's kind of like, I'm gonna judge. You're in here getting drunk off your fucking peppermints and your whiskey, you know.
Peppermints will, like, you know,
it
clear up
helps
your sinuses and
right,
shit.
and it helps with your stomach,
And
you know.
like, if she wanted to buy vodka rather than buying, like, cough syrup, like, it's probably cheaper. You know, like, you get more cheaper.
You do.
Talking about the whole hillbilly vibes and picturing, like, Granny from the fucking Beverly Hillbillies, like, I need my rheumatism medicine, which was just like freaking like moonshine or hooch or something.
Right.
I'm just like picturing like somebody like that sitting there in the back working at Waffle House.
Right. I think one of my first days I was also there, one of the kids that worked there, he was probably only like 19, 18, and he rolled in fucking still wasted from the night before to pick up his paycheck, and the manager was like, oh, you're so cute. And she thought it was funny he showed up drunk. It's like, okay. Easiest job to keep, but also like the only job I ever got fired from. So that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
I just didn't fit in.
How'd you get fired? You weren't drunk enough?
No, that's right. I wasn't drunk enough.
Damn it,
I wasn't a piece of shit.
Damn it, you need to be less responsible, girl.
Like,
look, if you want to go places in this company, you gotta snort some cocaine off the fucking, like, bathroom counter. You gotta fucking do it in there while you're at it, and then, you know, just do shots off the fucking grill, okay?
no, that'd be funny. No, so
Drink it before they get too hot.
my manager would make the schedule, and then, you know, I would look at it, and then I would notice I was on there other days, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And this one lady that worked there, I told her, and she goes, she's like, she does that all the time. Look at it once a month, and then if they try to call you in and tell you that you're supposed to show up on a day that you're not supposed to be there, say, no, that I look at the schedule once a month. I didn't see that change on there. Don't change it without telling me or asking me. I'm like, all right, cool. So I wouldn't put up with the manager's shit like all the other girls would. And then I ended up getting a second job because I only worked there part-time. And I had a set schedule there for months, like the same schedule, like 6-8 months. And then they knew I had another job, knew what days I worked. Changed one day, and I'm like, hey, I can't work that day because I'm like this at my other job. They're like, you're fired. That's what they did. Huh. So that's pretty cool.
They wanted you to be like all in the shit fest.
That's right.
It's sounding pretty similar to what it was when I worked at Fuel Mart. That little fucking, there's a little shitty
shithole.
Yeah, a little shitty gas station on Route 40. It was on the Ohio-Indiana border. The place was awesome. The store manager wasn't supposed to, but she hired her daughter there because they had different last names. Her daughter worked like first shift. I was working in Hastings at the time, like basically, 2 to 9 or something like that. Then I'd go there and I'd work like, 10 till fucking like 6, 7 in the morning. Well, that damn chick would never show up for her shift at 6, 7 in the morning. It'd be like 9, 10 noon. I'd have like 2 hours to be at my next shift at my other job. Let's see. I got myself quit fired from there. That was a cool quit firing.
Quit firing?
Yeah, quit firing.
Cool, man.
Because basically, like, the manager hired her other daughter, who also had a different name.
Oh, nice.
Different last name, and got me bitching. And yeah, they definitely fired me from there, but that place was awesome. Let's see. They had prostitutes.
They had prostitutes?
They
That's
did.
not good.
They purposely stocked condoms because the fucking lot loads of prostitutes would come and do it. Remember this one big fat bitch on like a hot August night? She probably weighed 250, 300, and she came in and pulled out a wad of hundreds and bought every condom we had in the place.
That's funny.
Went right back out to the lot.
Hell yeah, that bitch was making money.
Oh, she was.
Big bucks.
I wonder where she was going to making her money in Richmond.
She had a particular odor about her, we'll just say that.
Rick odor?
Particular odor.
But right, was it a Rick odor?
Oh, a very, very, very Rick odor.
So that brings me to the topic of vabbing.
Yeah. Oh my god, I saw that the other day!
I saw some of that shit.
I read that.
Vabbing.
My friend sent it to me, and I'm like, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but gross. And then I was like, I'm going to send that. I saw another
Did you send it
thing.
to our group chat?
I did. I ended up seeing it on Facebook again. I'm like, why did I think to send it to them? I'm going to send it to them.
So for those that aren't paying attention, can you explain vabbing?
So vabbing is when you take your vaginal fluids and you put it on your pulse points like you would be putting on perfume, and you're supposed to, apparently, it will attract a partner to you.
So is a guy supposed to use his ball sweat, or is he like supposed to use his asshole moisture?
Don't know, but apparently it's supposed
asshole
to like make the pheromones are supposed to attract like an ideal partner or something. Maybe, I don't know for sure, but
I have no idea on that. But the meme response to that with the nasty smelling vaginas has been fucking on point. It has been fun.
dude, this is like, I can't figure out. I haven't tasted it yet, but
well, I
it has a smell like it.
So I accidentally caught when she was pouring like the name of the can, and I feel bad for looking. So I know where it's from at least.
Yeah, don't say it. It smells good, but it smells like.
Yeah, I saw that pop out twice.
It almost smells like.
Damn it, but.
It almost smells like a flavored tobacco or something.
Cinnamon? It's like a little cinnamon, maybe?
That's funny.
A little cinnamon to it?
It does smell like a flavored tobacco.
Ooh, it's good.
I'm getting cinnamon.
It doesn't taste exactly like I thought it would, but the taste profiles make sense according to what it is. So it's not like, I mean, you know, you'll say, oh, okay, makes sense. Not like, I don't get it.
I was chatting about a Skyline chili flavored beer in that beer group the other day.
Oh, weird.
Maybe like some chocolate or something in there.
I would try that Skyline chili beer.
No, you know, like...
I would try any shitty beer, especially if it's like a weird flavor.
That fucking meat beer.
Right, I don't know that that's
bologna
true.
beer. I don't know
Oscar Mayer bologna.
Gross.
Seltzers, I don't think that would be...
Sorry, Ronald.
No, I'm sitting here tasting. It's got like very grainy.
It's thick.
It's very grainy.
Grainy?
Yeah.
Take a drink again. Watch Ronald take a drink. No, it's not the same. He like had his teeth up like this, like. I was like, what the fuck is that? How do you drink?
I'm gonna try to drink.
How do you drink shit like that without spilling it everywhere?
Now it's getting spicy. Is there a pepper to it?
The spicy is weird to me.
Dude, I can't figure it out.
The spicy is weird because I didn't. It tastes jalapeno spicy, and I didn't think it should be a jalapeno spicy. Are we ready to find out?
Yes.
I want to say there's like chocolate or something in there.
There is chocolate, and there is spicy. It is Mexican hot chocolate auto double tiramisu stout with chilies and spices.
It's fucking good.
Saunders.
Yes.
It is good. I thought it would be a little bit
I wasn't
sweeter.
even getting the spice out of it until you said that. And I'm like, dude, it is getting spicy.
Well, I was getting like this. I kept getting like the cinnamon. I was like, it's cinnamon spice. What is the spice?
Well, it's got I will read the thing on the back, but this one, it's got cinnamon sticks, a chili powder, and then little peppercorns. But it doesn't say on it what it is. That's a little bit disappointing.
Saunders.
11%.
Saunders course out of Cincy.
Yes. And Sonder, noun. The realization that each person is uniquely crafted. Interesting. So, tiramisu, I thought would be a chocolate.
Tiramisu is a chocolate, like kind of a coffee chocolate.
Right, that's what I thought. So I wonder what kind of chili.
Like espresso or something on it.
Because chili is just pepper. Like,
chili.
Like that's what, like, so if this is like a Mexican thing, Mexicans just call chilies peppers. Like a pepper,
Yeah.
that's like their word for it. So it's not a specific kind.
Well, thinking since...
So like when we call chili like soup, it's like pepper soup.
Coffee flavored Italian dessert. Lady fingers dipped in coffee, layered with whipped mixture of eggs, sugar, and how do you say this? Mascarpone cheese.
Yes.
Flavored with cocoa.
I really want to know what kind of pepper because it tastes like jalapenos, and jalapeno isn't a flavor for chocolate, I don't think.
I would say.
Well, I've had
probably...
so maybe not that, but I've had like dark chocolate with chili peppers in it.
See, I would say it's like a chili pepper because of the picture on here, but
Right.
Chili pepper, as we dumb Americans would know it.
Right, but I wonder what kind of pepper it is because Mexicans would that's just calling pepper. They're like, you know.
I don't know.
Would you go with them the same thing I am?
Probably.
What type of pepper is chili pepper? Stop. They don't care.
That was engine parts, not a chili pepper. What
No.
yo? What try? What triggers cold sores? Goddamn, Ron. I like it. He had what TR? What triggers cold sores? I wonder what my what TR would be.
Wait. Me too. Now I want to know.
What type of pepper is a crushed red chili?
What trees do morels
Cayenne.
grow by?
What tree is this? And then like the next one is what triggers cold sores.
What triggers cold sores is my second one
And
too.
what transmission do I have?
What tree has helicopter seeds?
It's great.
What tree smells like fish?
Cayenne pepper, by the way, guys.
Then what transmission do I have?
So a cayenne does work good with chocolate, and that's usually cayenne does go in Mexican hot chocolate. I remember that now.
That's funny.
It tastes jalapeno-ish to me, and I don't like that. It needs to have a slight sweet flavor. Now you're just getting cold sore remedies.
I know. I was like, what TR and change to what transmission do I have because I accidentally clicked on it. What tribe? What tree? What triggers? What transmission fluid do I need? What triggers cold sores? What tree has helicopter seeds? What tree smells like fish? What tribe was Pocahontas
What tree
from?
smells like fish?
What trees are banned in Ohio?
I want to know what tree smells like fish now.
Well, let's find out.
That's right.
What TR?
Good old
Smells like
Google.
fish. Bradford pear trees. Shit, that's all over the place around here.
Yeah, I've heard that, and I don't think I've ever smelled them smell like rotting fish.
Don't
Now that
think
I know
have
of.
either. I don't think I have either. Interesting. That's the ones that all my friends complain about with their allergies.
Yeah, I pretty much have all the same things.
What do trees? What triggers? I like that. You had the what triggers cold sores first. I really like
Yeah,
that.
that was like third on mine or something.
Right.
What trees do morels? Okay, so I got a thing to look up mushrooms.
That was my first one. Because that's the kind of shit I usually look up is shit about gardening and like trees and birds and shit.
Apparently, Ron looks up cold sores.
And mushrooms and
Go figure.
it's not a herpy.
It's not a herpes. It's cold sore.
Ow. So what's else going on?
I'm on vacation this week and I'm not doing shit.
High five.
I went to the Speakeasy Ramen place today.
Damn, I want to go back
Oh.
there.
Fuck you,
And
man.
as we were leaving, like halfway through the restaurant, I was like, dude, someone smells like they shit their pants. And then as we walked closer to the exit, this dude was standing there and I was like, This is this old dude, and he's like, "Oh man, I came here an hour early." And he was talking to the people there, and I was like, "Oh my god, did he shit his pants?" I want to ask him. I literally wanted to turn around and be like, "Dude, whoa, did you shit yourself?" Because it really smelled like somebody shit their pants. Like when you walk into a nursing home and you walk into the patient's room and they just got done changing that patient's brief, and the whole room smells of fucking god awful shit.
Gross,
That's how
man.
it smelled. I thoroughly thought the dude shit himself.
I shit myself this week.
Did you shit yourself this week?
You pooped your pants.
Yesterday morning.
This is great.
So what were you doing?
I was sitting there drinking my morning coffee.
And it hit a little hard?
And it just like, I don't know what happened. Like, I didn't even try to fart or anything. And I'm like, it just like, you know how like when you get the urge to poop and like, I was doing something on my phone and I was like, I gotta hurry. Like,
And you're like, oh fuck.
well, I was like on my tablet actually because I was, I don't usually I'll take my phone to the bathroom, but my tablet's kind of big and I don't really have anywhere to sit it, so I don't take it to the bathroom.
You
And
sit
I
on
was
your
like,
lap.
well, yeah, I guess. But anyway.
Are you
Anyway.
concerned about it like falling into the toilet or something?
No, I don't know. It's just like when you go
Do-
to wipe,
do-
it's
do-
like, what do you do with it when you go to wipe? I guess I could sit on the floor, but
Do I need to like find you an iPad mount?
No, it's good.
I've seen those at
I'll
work.
just take my phone in there and Facebook
Okay.
on the toilet, no big deal.
But what do you do with your
Anyway.
phone when you go to wipe?
Well, that fits on the counter in there because it's just like, it's just like a small spot. It's like one of those pedestal things, so it's not very big. Anyway, like I was sitting there and it's like, oh man, I think I'm gonna have to get up in a minute, and I'm like trying to hurry up and finish doing what I'm doing, and then I'm like, I might have shit myself, but I'm not sure. So I like walked to the bathroom, and I'm like, son of a bitch, when I got in.
Like
I
so.
did shit myself.
So in that right, I did not shit myself at work today. But there was this dude who just kept coming up with. I was working on his computer. He just kept coming up with crap after crap after crap to talk about. And he's like, heard my stomach gurgle. He's like, "Are you hungry or anything?" "Nope." "Kind of got a shit." "Oh well, we got to keep doing this because this is important." I'm like, "Right." And heard my stomach gurgle. It's like, "Okay, about done there, dude."
You're like, nope, gotta go.
I would have totally kept talking to you, trying to make you shit yourself.
Dude, he said it was like 5-10 more minutes. He just sat there and kept rambling about crap.
You definitely would.
But wait, just one more thing.
That is the whole Missy ass plan.
See, the important part is at that particular plant, my office that they've got for me is right next to the executive washroom, which is right next
So you
to.
can blow it up and not flush the toilet if you're mad at the executives.
Dude, it's like right next to the plant manager's office. He's got like his own little doorway into it.
Cool. So like.
So basically,
And then there's like one next to where the secretary sits. I'm just like, rip.
you go in there and shit, and you don't lock the side that has the plant manager. So when you're in there shitting, you're super quiet, and he walks in, you can be like, "Hi, I love you."
So what you do is, you
Nah,
shit, and then you like open the door to his side, and you just let it walk in there.
Oh, dude, that would be hilarious.
See if he's in there, just wafted in there a little bit, shut the door.
Hell yeah.
So when I worked at Integrity on third shift, and we'd be like sitting in dispatch, we would be in dispatch just bullshitting around, and then a lot of times we would be like, "Oh, sweet, we're gonna go out and get supper or whatever," and then they would give us some money, we'd go get them some food, and then like Becca would always give us money, and we'd go buy board games and shit, and so we'd play board games in dispatch while we were waiting to get sent to places. But it was third shift, so it wasn't too busy, so we'd sit around and like fuck off a lot. And we ended up opening the door to the manager's, or well, it was the, at the time, supervisor's office. And so the dude that was the supervisor, right before that, he was fucking my partner, and then he stopped fucking her, so then she didn't like him, and then we made fun of him a lot. So when we were able to get into his office and we like went through all of his shit, it was like, it smelled really horrible in there. And it's because he had like a whole bunch of used Tupperware in there, like he didn't take it home and wash or anything, he just like brought other shit back. And so the dispatchers were complaining about how awful it smelled in there, and it was like, they're like, "Close that fucking door, it's making dispatch stink." And then so after that, I had the partner that she farted a lot, so then they were pissed off that she was making it stink a lot in dispatch. And then they were saying, though, that it did smell better than the fucking shit in Jason's office. So then they were like, "Well, next time you go to fart, you're going to have to fart in Jason's office." So we'd be playing board games. In the middle of the board game, she would just get up, walk to Jason's office, and put her ass in the office, fart, and then shut the door. And like, she made his office smell absolutely horrible. And I can't remember if it was the other dispatchers, like the day dispatchers, that said something about it, or if he said something about it. But it was really good times that, we all worked together to make his office smell like Brittany's ass.
Hell yeah.
It was good times. It was fun.
Good work, Carew. I gotta pee.
Hell yeah. Oh.
Hey, did you know there was like an SD card sitting down here?
Oh no, I didn't, but don't shit yourself either. I'll pick it up later.
Don't poke your pants again.
It was like, hopefully it wasn't the one that we're using.
No, it won't let you record.
Oh, okay.
So while she's pooping, she pooped her pants.
That's good times. I really like it. We have to do really cool stuff, like buy her some kind of poop gift. Poop pantsing gift, pants pooping gift.
Maybe some diapers.
Could do that.
Can we steal some from like an EMT thing? You got any diapers?
I don't have any, and I haven't been pulling any shifts, but I could pull some shifts, and I could try to get some from a hospital.
See, I played disc golf with Adrian on Sunday.
I saw that.
And we were talking about just random bullshit.
She could get some.
She could. We'd mentioned that.
From a hospital.
We were like, there's like porta-johns out there where we're playing, and like one of them was like...
They're fucking hideous.
Well, one of them was like...
Shiwi.
One of them was normally at like hole 9, and they was just like, a dead grass spot, so they like moved it for whatever reason. And she was just like, oh my god. It's like, I mean, we can go over there, because there's like, those were there. Nope, I'll be fine. I'm like, do you need adult diapers? And she just started like ranting and rambling about...
Adult diapers?
Basically, she's like, I do not need Depends. I have to deal with those, change those every single day. She's a nurse, and she just kept rambling about that. I'm like, okay. I'm like, are you sure you're okay? Yeah. All right. I mean, there's some bushes over there. I won't look. I need a tree to squat next to. Okay, fine. Do you want me to hold you up while you squat and piss? I won't say nothing.
I think the last time I squatted outside was when we were cabrewing with Jess. So it was in the Brookville Lake. And generally, I will not pee outside, but I totally peed outside when I had the shiwi. Well, I still have the shiwi. I need to start taking it with me, because I went to this bathroom the other day, and it was absolutely fucking atrocious. What's up, friend? Did you shit yourself?
No.
Did you have a good...
That'd been really funny. No. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you have a good tinkle?
I can't wait till we have the episode that Ariana shits herself, or if Ron shits himself. I don't care.
I'm usually morning shit myself.
I mean, maybe if I shit myself, but like I've got pretty good bowel control. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna shit myself.
It's usually a morning thing after coffee for me.
Right.
Nighttime's not a problem.
I think I've mentioned this before to people. I don't know if I've mentioned it before here. There's like level of coffee shits from different companies.
Right.
So like the crappy coffee they have at work usually doesn't do it for me.
Versus the likeliness to shit yourself.
Like Tim Hortons sometimes hits me.
You don't want to put your arm around me?
Ooh, baby. Tim Hortons sometimes hits me, but inevitably, every goddamn time, Starbucks always is like, if I need a colon cleanse.
It's gotta be the sugar in it.
Starbucks, huh?
Do you get like very sugary drinks from Starbucks?
No.
So you get it the same every time you go any place?
Usually it's just like coffee with cream, maybe like a caramel.
I don't know.
So I want to mention this because I bought some coffee the other day thinking like, I don't know if this is going to be good or not, but it's like chocolate raspberry flavored coffee.
Ooh.
It is the fucking shit, man. I was like, I'm not sure. And then I opened it and you can kind of smell the raspberry flavoring in it. And I'm like, I don't know. And I tasted it. Like you can smell the raspberry coming off the coffee and shit. But man, it's so fucking good. I was impressed.
I had some chocolate raspberry coffee, and I don't know what brand it was, but I had it at this coffee shop in Cincinnati. I feel like it was on Hamilton Avenue.
This is like Private Selections brand or something.
Right.
I'm running through like pack of this is not Private Selections, but McDonald's Blueberry Muffin K-Cups right now.
That sounds like that'd be pretty alright.
They are fucking delicious.
Really?
Way better than I expected.
I've never bought the K-Cups. I have
the problem
the thing,
the
whatever.
Keurig,
The
problem with
I can't remember
Keurig, the Keurigs is you don't get any subtlety. Every time with a Keurig, it feels like it's just intense, just this, you know?
Because I just have the basket thing that you use your regular coffee in. I don't like I'd never use the K-Cups.
For a long goddamn time, I was using a French press every morning. And the French press is really easy to control how much shit you put in there. And I got some, we'll call it pretty high-powered coffee from that shit. That was back in the day when I was at Honda. running 24/7, 365, and I needed that shit.
But no, anyway, so I had this chocolate raspberry coffee, and I was working with my buddy Dan, and it was like we were smelling it, and it literally smells like a very well put together, a very good smelling cigar, and like it had a really good taste, like you were smoking a really, really high quality cigar. It was fucking phenomenal.
You can tell good coffee grounds and good coffee because like you just want to, even though you know it's going to taste awful, you just kind of want to go. Just a spoonful of it and chew on it, even though
chocolate covered coffee beans.
Yeah.
Those are delicious.
Man, there was a couple of dudes. They did espresso beans and coffee beans back in the day.
I hate it when people say espresso.
No, it was specifically espresso.
Was it espresso?
Espresso or espresso?
Espresso beans.
Fucking can't stand it when you say that.
Espresso.
It's not espresso. Express.
Let me ask you a question.
Jesus, no. No.
I'm going to ask you a question. Does espresso annoy you?
So if you go up to Gettysburg at the Flour Barrel there, they have the best chocolate covered coffee beans.
Oh yeah.
They're fucking amazing.
I have not had those since I was at Honda, and those were one of those things where I would sit there and like blindly eat them while working on the computer and just eat like an entire bag of them, and I'd be like sitting here like basically vibrating. I was so caffeinated, and I'm like, why do I feel this fucking weird? So those are one of those things. It's like I want them, but I don't think I need them. They will probably kill me.
I don't think I've ever had so many that they've made me feel horrible.
They've made me feel like hyper before for sure if I eat too many of them.
If I have 2 coffees, I kind of feel a little bit shaky and feel like shit. I think the worst I've ever had was when like energy drinks were first starting to come out, and then I was like, ooh, I love these, and I was drinking the Monster Zeros, and I would mix them with vodka, and then I drank 3 of them one night with vodka, and it's like you're just jittery. Like, it was really cool because I got real tired and I passed out, and then when I woke up, I jolted awake, and I was wide awake, and I just like had this very just horrible feeling, and I was shaking, and I just couldn't calm down, and like it was just like
That feels like the worst hangover ever.
no, it's not the worst hangover. You're literally like doing one of these things. You're like you're fucking high on crack, and you're just like, oh my god, no, whatever. And you're flipping out. And you're like, oh my god, I hope this ends soon. I don't know how much longer this I can take. I can't focus and concentrate on anything. You're just shaking all around, and then you're like, oh god, and then you get up and take a massive power dump, and then you just pass right out again. Dude. It's the passing out after the fact feels really good, but I would not recommend that to anyone.
I don't buy energy drinks, but I used to drink Jaeger bombs when those were first thing. And those fucking things would make me bounce off the walls.
They taste like Robitussin.
Freaking insanely
bad. The first time I ever had one, I was at your place. You were in Eric's apartment.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And they tasted like Robitussin. That was the first time. I was like, I knew it just right then and there. I'm like, these taste like Robitussin.
Yeah, they like those things. Like I will just be like freaking insanely hyper.
I used to have a thing for like the 5-hour energy shots.
Those are nice. Those are pretty
I've
cool.
never tried those either.
Those things are cool, but like, just around the time I started noticing those blood pressure issues I had one, it's like, oh, let's just stop this. Because I felt all kinds of fucked up after I started taking those blood pressure pills. And clearly those things were fucking with that bad.
Probably.
The thing about me is, like, I think I'm kind of a hyper person in a way. Like, not always, but in a way I'm kind of, like, if I'm up moving around doing shit, I'm kind of like the fucking, like, postal guy on Mad TV or like that kind of shit. And, yeah, so if I drink those, they make me fucking insane, like, insanely, like, and then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and oh my god.
I remember one time, this was way the fuck back in the day, there was this dude I knew, Josh Thomas, that guy from Eaton back in the day.
That guy from Eaton back, it's like he's got a vendetta against him. He's that guy, so if you guys see him, let him know how big of a piece of shit he is.
Oh, he's on my Facebook, I talk to him pretty regular. I've got some good homebrew tips from him.
Okay, cool.
But that dude, there was a internet girlfriend he had back in the late 90s, if that tells you how long ago it was. And I remember it was myself, my ex, and him. He's like, we need to drive to North Carolina and meet her and pick her up. Okay. And we need to get there before we do this, because something about his mom was going to get all pissed off if she knew about him or something. And I remember getting in that dude's car. We drove in the fucking blizzard and snowstorm in this big ass like old school police car Chevy Capri looking bitch, to North Carolina in the middle of the goddamn night to meet her, and she like fucking decided the weather was too shitty. She went drove past us and drove to Josh's house and introduced herself to his mom and dad and all this other crap.
So you drove to pick her up, and then she drove.
Yeah. The plan the plan was that April, myself, and Josh would drive to the halfway point, meet her, then April and I would drive his car back, and they would drive her car back. That was the plan. She got tired of waiting and decided the weather was shitty and just went ahead and drove on through.
So you guys stopped at the halfway point?
We stopped at the halfway point. She wasn't there. He called around, pre-cell phone, and found out, yeah, she was already at his house.
That's good times.
But
introduced herself to his parents.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm the girl that's going to be fucking your son.
Nice. Was that Brandy chick?
I don't even remember her name anymore.
Short black hair. She was always at Rocky.
Probably.
I know there was a chick that he had that was always at Rocky, and I don't know if he met her at Rocky or if it was there. But she was really not. Unfortunate looking face.
On the way back from that trip, I got some of those fucking yellow jackets, the old school yellow jackets with the fucking ephedra that fuck you up. And I remember I was driving and they were sleeping. I'm just like, pop.
That's good times.
And I could not stay awake, but I couldn't sleep. I remember by the time we got back to the house, my heart was just like that, just felt like I was ready to crawl up my chest. You just, oh dude.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, your heart was spanking it.
The heart was I felt like my heart was ready to crawl up my chest and just punch me across the face.
His heart was spanking off.
That's about how hard my fucking heart was beating from that shit. I just remember passing out and waking up later and my heart was still doing that shit. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking die.
I remember people taking those things in school when we were kids.
I remember of all the dumb shit that I've done, I never did any of those dumb things. Just the over-the-counter dumb shit. Hey, let's take these. Nah, it just doesn't seem like a good idea. And I was the bad one.
Right?
Hey, let's get fucked up with it. Nah, I don't know. I'm good. It's cool.
Yeah, you didn't do the drugs, man.
Right. Well,
I just smoked pot. No big deal.
I was the bad one. I drank sometimes. Not a lot.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Right.
What child does not drink?
That's right.
Mine probably.
Well,
I feel like mine don't. I try to force it on my kids, and they won't fucking even take a sip.
My favorite part about my kid is basically I just tell her about all
peer pressure my kids, and they're fucking strong-willed, those little sons of bitches.
I tell her about all the stupid shit that I did, and her mom's told her about that shit. She's like, "What the fuck was wrong with you? That is fucking illegal." But that was fucking illegal. You graffitied your high school? Yeah.
That's what happens when you grow up in the 90s. There's gonna be some day that Ron's gonna have cuffs on and be like, "Oh God, I should have said that on fucking camera."
I knew it was him.
That's right, that son of a bitch. I fucking knew it.
22 years ago, 24 years ago, maybe. I don't know, but I was underage, probably, maybe. I don't know. The point is, I'll wind up in cuffs someday for something stupid I did 20 plus years ago.
It's good times.
I never killed anybody that you know of.
Driving down the road scaring people with BB guns.
I got arrested for that one, okay? I legitimately got arrested for that. And I got to do fucking community service and some other bullshit. So that wasn't
that story.
You did that in another state. Did you have to go do community service in another state?
No, it was in Ohio.
Crimes are transferable. Nice.
God, that was a long time ago. We're running out of time. We'll save that for another week.
Oh, that pussy. Write it down.
We're writing this shit down.
Write it down. Seriously, write it down. I'll tell it. I don't care. I will tell that if you watch next week's episode. I promise I will tell that.
You will tell it if you don't watch next week's episode.
You should watch next week's episode.
BB gun.
Cincinnati.
Oh,
Dumbass.
Cincinnati. I thought it was in Kentucky.
Dumbass. Van. Put down van.
Van.
The van. Because all the good.
I want to get a van like that.
All the good and bad shit
dumbass.
happened in that fucking van.
I'm gonna get a van. I'm gonna do one of the travel vans, the van life shit, and I'm gonna get a big van, but I'm gonna have it painted like an '88 Dodge Caravan, the Woody style.
Hell yeah. Dude, I had that suggested to me as something I should do.
Live
the van life.
Van life?
Yeah. I want to get a van life van. I mean, I have an extra $500 to make a payment now that I sold my motorcycle. I gotta switch some shit around. Maybe if not this summer, next summer. My kids will be starting to get to the point where they're graduating, and if they don't want to van life with me on certain times to just go travel and do shit during the summer, fuck them.
Hell yeah.
Not quite van life, but I've said repeatedly over the last several years, I'd love to have a small RV.
Right.
Mount my fucking motorcycle on the back of that and just fucking go.
I've said that like similar years ago, but it was before everybody was doing the van life, and I was like, I would like to be a drifter. And at that point, I was like, if I didn't have kids, I'd be a drifter. I'd just be like fucking hitchhiking place to place, and nobody picks me up, I'd be walking. Or getting a bicycle here, or just renting a car here, rent a U-Haul. Like, yeah, I'm moving here from here to here. You rent a U-Haul, and then you just pick up and go. It's $20 a day.
See, like, my thoughts are, and have been, because I'm like an IT guy, I could score like a work from home job.
Right.
And get fucking, an RV and a good like cell Wi-Fi hotspot.
Bum.
And then I could just drive everywhere, do my thing, and it wouldn't matter.
I would just bum. I would just stand places and be like, hey, can I have some money? Can I do this? Can I do that?
$5, suck my dick.
No, you just, you get a kitchen job for
$5 and I'll suck your dick. That's how it goes.
You give her $5 and you suck my dick? What?
Well, like somebody gives you $5 and you suck their dick.
Alright.
We don't do exercises like that, by the way.
Right. I see he does that every fucking time, and it's like, I don't know if he realizes that that's just.
We don't sit in the bathroom and do that shit before we eat.
Right.
You don't, I do. I'm not as experienced at sucking dick, okay? I gotta make sure that everything's like warmed up and shit before I suck some dick.
You act like you don't use your mouth at all for anything.
Right?
Again.
Right.
Anywho. So next time we'll research proper dick sucking exercises. Maybe some of those, like, what is the little Japanese thing that they put in their mouth for, like, working out. You know what I'm talking about?
Have those, yes. I've seen them on Wish. They're really
where it's just like
looking.
the big lips and it's just like,
Proper dick sucking
exercises.
I feel like that rubber thing that you put in your mouth to actually, like exercise your mouth could also double as, if you're not good at blowjobs, at the very least, you could lube up that rubber piece and just go... And then, it would, like, rub the dick, and it would at least serve some purpose.
So do you think the rubber goes back far enough, in that same breath, if they're not good at blowjobs, does the rubber go back far enough in those to cover the teeth?
Well, yeah, because that's where you put it. Like, you're not just trying to exercise your lips. You put your with your teeth.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Jaw.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like this is a good Wish.com purchase.
That's what it was. It was on Wish.
Well, I guess we should probably buy one.
We should start doing we should do a YouTube Wish channel.
We need like a Wish segment on our shows.
A shitty thing.
There we go.
A shitty things we bought off Wish and talk about.
Because I was gonna do that. I was gonna start buying dumbass shit off Wish, and then I would just get them months later, be like, I don't know what this is, so it's gonna be a surprise unpackaging and an unboxing on Wish.
And then we'll test it out.
They had a corncob dildo.
We'll test it out.
I've only ever bought one thing from Wish.
I bought a couple things from Wish.
I bought a $7 smartwatch because it's like, what the hell, it's $7. And it did surprisingly a lot of really awesome things. It had a camera. It had a little place to stick a SIM card so you could use it as a cell phone. It did all these amazing things. It had a music player, a web browser. It had Wi-Fi. But you know what the little bastard didn't do?
Connect to your phone?
No, it didn't keep time.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
It's the only thing the fucker wouldn't do. It wouldn't keep time. I'm like, what the shit? It's like every fucking...
Everybody's like, what time is it? You're like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I watched that.
Watch, motherfucker.
It had like a 2-hour battery life on the little shitty battery on it.
And then every time you recharge it, did you have to reset the time?
No, it wasn't even then. It just shut the screen off and it lost the time.
Right, so then if you charged it, would you have to
No, literally, it's not if you turn it off. I mean, literally,
well,
this watch...
It would shut off after 2 hours.
Like this watch right
and
here.
It would lose the time.
Then it would just lose the time. It just went blank.
And then but when you recharged it, would it have the correct time?
No.
So you'd have to reset it every 2 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
The app to connect to your phone, like Apple delisted it because it was questionable.
Right.
Because that's when I still have an iPhone. And they're just like, huh, this thing is awesome.
That's funny shit.
I put a SIM card in it, made a few phone calls, all on my wrist. It was like,
So I purchased 3 times from Wish. I had a lot of like these plugs and stuff that I bought from Wish. And then another time I bought the shorts that I'm wearing right now that I currently use as underwear because, well, they're fucking comfortable. And then I bought, there were like these fake severed body parts.
Cool.
And one of them was a severed penis. So I bought that. And
Obviously.
I did a Facebook Live unboxing because I remember I was like, I got this from Wish and I can't remember what the fuck it is. And I'm kind of like, I might know what it is. And then I'm like,
I feel like I've watched that.
I
think
reshared it
was.
here recently. It was recent enough within the past few months because it was just like out of nowhere. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, oh my god, it's a severed fucking dick. And I got it.
I remember
Wish.
this.
I do remember that.
It was great. I still have it.
I mean,
exactly
why
where it
wouldn't
is.
you buy that? Of course you're
It's,
going to buy
God,
that.
it was like $2, and like there was probably $1 shipping, $3 for a severed dick. I mean, everybody should have one.
Hell yeah.
Came on this really.
I don't know why I don't have one.
It came on.
I'm just
I'll get you
thinking.
one.
I'm just thinking that's great for dating. Sends a dick pic. Don't like the dick pic. Cool. I got one too. Sends severed dick.
It's very fake looking, but if you could get a really realistic looking severed dick, that would be awesome. And that reminds me, shit, I don't remember what site it was. It was very gruesome. This shit was always really easy to get. It was like before the deep dark web was the deep dark web. But there was a site, and I forget what it was called. But I heard about it, and you go to it, and it was videos of dudes hacksawing and chopping and cutting off their dicks. And if they did that, then the company that they sent the video to would pay for their gender reassignment surgery. And it's like, if you chop your dick off, you're really taking some of the shit that they're using for your surgery. But that was like a site, because I heard about it and I'm like, I'm going to go to this and see if it's true.
Jesus, I remember
Very
that.
traumatizing. I
remember
probably
some of
sent
that
it
shit.
to you.
I remember some of that shit. Because some of that crap that was on there was like faces of death kind of shit. Like
Yes.
people taking
absolutely.
like it wasn't even just like people getting their dicks chopped off, but I remember like
They're fucking chopping their own dicks
I
off.
remember like videos of people being like machete attacks and shit on that,
Yeah.
and it was just like how horrifying that shit actually is.
Right. You have to like deep dark web that shit now.
Yeah.
Before it was just like, oh yes, it's right here, and it was no
Now you
restrictions.
need a fucking Tor browser and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we've talked about chopping off dicks, we've got stories for next week.
Hell yeah, we gotta do that. Just line up stories for the next week.
So are we ready for everything, or you want to talk more about chopping off dicks?
No, I mean like we can return to the dick chopping.
What did we learn?
What did we learn today? I learned
Ariana shit her pants.
She pooped her pants.
Yes.
Not wrong.
And why did she poop her pants? Because she was too busy playing, what was that, Words with Friends or some shit?
Probably redecor, or whatever.
She was playing with her redecorating app, and she redecorated her pants with shit.
It's true. What did I learn today? Ron pretends like he doesn't know how to suck dick.
Yes. Yeah, you're not fooling nobody. You don't have to do that, and you know nobody does that before they suck their dick because you are
A dick sucker.
That's right.
Whip him out, ladies.
And he
Whip
wants to
them
trans
big
on his
out.
wiener.
Trans on your wiener.
That's right.
Trans on my mans.
I like trans on your wiener because it does not rhyme. That's right.
I don't think I learned anything meaningful. I already knew that. You learned it. I already knew it.
Right.
So,
The StrobingBellCloud.com.
Like, subscribe, share. We
thanks
love
for
you.
listening.
We love you.